Peace and love, black family. It's the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Johnson, coming to you live and direct, Cape Town, South Africa. I wanted to deal with a very disheartening situation that just transpired. It's not unique because white teachers get away with disrespecting black children and their parents every day in this country and throughout the world for that matter. This is one of the reasons that I decided to found the National Independent Black Parent Association. Okay, this is one of the specific reasons why I created the National Independent Black Parent Association. And this is why you need to join the National Independent Black Parent Association. As I said, we have an upcoming conference that will be taking place in Oakland, California, Friday and Saturday, January 27th and 28th. You need to be there. So anyway, a couple of days ago in Baltimore County, this white racist teacher by the name of Kelly Forostiak, or whatever the hell her name is, okay, she had the audacity, I think she's 24 years old, Kelly Forostiak, at the Deer Park Elementary School in Baltimore County, Owings Mills, Maryland, which is right outside of Baltimore City, but it is still in the Baltimore County Public Schools. So anyway, Kelly Forostiak had the audacity to go on her Instagram page and call her black students assholes. Let me say this again. She called her black students assholes. Let me quote exactly what this white supremacist had to say. Quote, "I'm having a field day with my little assholes that I still somehow love. I'm having a field day with my little assholes that I still somehow love. I'm having a field day with my little assholes that I somehow still love." Can you believe that? She put a picture of an African-American boy wearing a Mexican sombrero and called him an African-American Mexican. And then she had a picture of one of her female students, a little beautiful princess, looked like she was in about the 3rd grade, maybe the 4th grade, maybe the 2nd grade, just sitting at the lunch table. And she put something to the effect that this is, that look that you give when you basically say, bitch what, or something like that. Trying to use some sarcastic, stereotypical language about the little sister. She was basically trying to call her a hood rat. That's basically what she was trying to say. This is the look you give people, bitch what, or whatever, okay? But here's what I find so interesting about this case. A representative of a Baltimore County Public Schools, told the media that Kelly Forostiak will receive some sort of disciplinary action, but we are not going to tell you what that disciplinary action is going to be. I beg your pardon? This is not a private school. This is not an independent school. This is not a parochial school. This is a Baltimore County public school paid for by American African taxpayers in the state of Maryland, as well as American African taxpayers throughout the United States of America, because as we know, our tax money goes to pay for different services in different schools, whether they are in our state or not. State taxes, schools in your state, federal taxes, all schools in the country. How dare this school district so arrogantly tell black parents and black people that we're going to punish this racist white teacher, but we're not going to tell you how. And guess what? As of right now, she still has her job. As of right now, she is still at the school teaching our babies after having called them assholes on Instagram. A white teacher called black children assholes on Instagram, and someone on Instagram made a post under her post stating, "Don't you think that this is not appropriate behavior for a teacher?" Someone asked her this. I don't know if the person was black or white, but someone asked her this. "Do you not think that your behavior is inappropriate?" And guess what she said? She said it does not matter because most of them are 11 going on 18. Ha, ha, ha. Did y'all hear what I just said? Somebody checked her and said, this is inappropriate. And this cracker said, it does not matter because these students are 11 going on 18. Which means that they're probably fifth graders. 11 is fourth, fifth grade. Now, Deer Park Elementary School is a pre-K through fifth grade school. These are babies. These are not African middle school students. These are not African high school students. It would have still been inappropriate even for middle school or high school. But these are our babies. And this white woman feels comfortable enough to go on Instagram and call black babies assholes. And then when she gets reprimanded on Instagram, she says it doesn't matter. She defends her disrespect of African children. It doesn't matter. They are 11 going on 18 anyway. Now, from what I understand, and if you live in Maryland, I'm going to need your help on this. I need to find out the demographics of that school. I understand there's 28 teachers at the Deer Park Elementary School in Baltimore County. Okay, there's 28 teachers, 27, 28. There's about 460 students. Now, from my research is telling me that most of the students are Native American and Asian. But I need to find out why. I need to find out if that's true. The reason I need to find out, because if this is a predominantly black school, if the students are predominantly black, then I need to have a meeting, because those parents of those students need to have a walkout. If the students are not predominantly black, it doesn't preclude the need for a walkout, but we may have to look at another strategy. But if that school is predominantly American African youth, then I need to have an emergency meeting when I get back with the parents of those African children, because they need to do a walkout and tell that superintendent, that school board, and tell the governor that my black child is not coming back to this damn school until Kelly Forostiak is fired. They not coming back until she fired. You don't let nobody disrespect African children like this. You don't let nobody disrespect our children like this. She still has her job. The school board knows. The Baltimore County Public School Board is aware of her conduct, and she still has her job. And they have the audacity. To tell the media that her punishment is confidential. Her punishment cannot be confidential because this is a public school, and everything that takes place in a public school is a matter of record. It is a matter of record. How can her punishment be confidential? But here's what I want to know. For the parents whose children go to Deer Park Elementary School, whether our children are in the minority or the majority in that school, how can you send your child back there? That's what I want to know. I'm talking to the black parents of Deer Park Elementary School, okay? 9809 Lyons Mill Road. 9809 Lyons Mill Road in Owings Mills, Maryland. I want to know how you black parents can send your children back to a school that tolerates this type of behavior. Now, I understand the principal has no power to fire the teacher. I understand the principal has no power to fire the teacher. But I would like to know if the principal recommended the firing of the teacher. I would like to know if the superintendent has recommended the firing of this teacher. I would like to know if the school board considered it. But guess what? Let me give y'all the politics behind this. And see, this is why I hate coon-ass Negro educators and other blacks in the community who, every time I talk about white teachers have no business educating black children. Whenever Dr. Umar Johnson talks about white supremacy in the schools, you bootlicking, coon-ass Uncle Tom Negroes keep on talking about color don't matter. Color don't matter. Our children, we've had black kids called the N-word. We have black children disrespected on a regular basis, and you still got black people running around talking about some white teachers are okay. Some white teachers are good. No white teacher should be teaching black children. And why? Because we can't risk this. There may be some white teachers who would not think these types of thoughts, but there's no white teacher who should even be given a chance. There is no white teacher who should even be given the chance to disrespect an African child. And that's why white people have no business teaching our children. You're going to go on your Instagram page and call our babies assholes, and you still have your job and you ain't been fired. Where is the NAACP at? Where is the NAACP of Baltimore County? The Urban League. Since y'all claim to fight for black people, where is the NAACP of Maryland and the Urban League? I also want to know, what is the state reps of Maryland doing? The black state reps, the black elected officials of Maryland, the state rep, the state senator. And although we understand that schools are run by the state, not the federal government, I still want to know what the U.S. representatives in Maryland and the U.S. senators, and you only have 2 U.S. senators, they're probably both white, but I want to know what they doing about this. Because guess what? We got a couple laws being violated. There needs to be a class action lawsuit by the black parents of Deer Park and probably the whole district, because this is probably going on in schools throughout Baltimore County. There needs to be a class action lawsuit by the black parents of Deer Park Elementary School in Baltimore County, and probably all the black parents of Baltimore County, because after we investigate, we're probably going to find out that this is going on district-wide. And there needs to be a class action lawsuit sent to the Department of Education, United States. I'm talking Obama. I'm talking Obama right now. United States Department of Education, Office of Civil Rights. Systematic mistreatment and biased attitude towards the American African children in Baltimore County Public Schools. This is a class action lawsuit. This woman has expressed her dislike for African children. This woman has expressed her hatred for African children. This woman, how can she properly educate children she don't even like? How can a teacher educate children she does not like? Answer that for me, bourgeois Negroes. Because I bet you it was Negroes who defended her right to stay in her job. I'm willing to bet you it was black folks involved in her protection and advocacy. A white teacher who will call black kids assholes. She called them assholes on Instagram. Do you think she give a damn if they learn how to read? Do you think she give a damn if they learn how to count? Do you think she give a damn if they ever learn how to write and she's in the classroom? And y'all sent y'all kids back to this school the next day after y'all found out about this. That is unacceptable. I want to see the black parents in that school. If you're a black parent and your child goes to that school, you give me a call. We don't let this go. I'm tired of this shit. We ain't letting this go no more. You give me a call. It's time for an emergency meeting. I got to drive down to Virginia State anyway. Shout out to Virginia State University. I will be there November the 3rd. Dr. Umar Johnson, Trojan Nation, the Prince of Pan-Africanism is coming to Virginia State. So on my way to Virginia State, or on my way back from Virginia State, because I do have to make a flight to get down to Orlando, Florida for November the 5th. Shout out to Orlando, Florida, November the 5th. We need to have a private meeting with the black parents of Deer Park Elementary School. Okay? Give them my number, please. 215-989-9858. And you know what's sad? Let me tell you what's sad. As the president of the National Independent Black Parent Association, none of them might not even call me. This is what's so sad. This is what's so sad. Just let it blow over. Let calm prevail. Let the disciplinary actions, the private secret society, let the secret society disciplinary actions of the Baltimore County Public Schools, let them take its course. Maybe she didn't mean what she said, even though she's defended it. Okay? Now check this out, brothers and sisters. The Civil Rights Bill The Civil Rights Law of 1964 gives our children freedom from discrimination in public accommodations, freedom from discrimination in public institutions. This school is a public institution. Our children are clearly being discriminated against. Where are the NAACP Legal Defense Fund lawyers at? The NAACP didn't pick this up. And I don't want to be disrespectful or presumptuous. Maybe they working on this. And if you're working on this NAACP, I support you and I salute you. If you're working on this Urban League, I support you and I salute you. Okay? And don't talk to me about no parent-teacher association, because that's a bunch of coon stuff, okay? Those parent-teacher associations are nonsense. They're controlled by the principal, they're controlled by the district, and they often pay the president of the parent-teacher association. That ain't nothing but tokenism. That ain't nothing but tokenism. So don't talk to me about no PTA. That's why we have the National Independent Black Parent Association. Black Parent Association. Okay? So listen. This teacher, Miss Kelly Forostiak, broke a federal law, brothers and sisters. She broke a federal law. Remember, I did a parent tutorial. If you scroll down my Facebook timeline, you will see a tutorial on FERPA. Remember, we talked about the FERPA law? Do y'all remember the FERPA law? Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act of 1974. Do y'all remember that? Okay. Well, don't call my phone while I'm doing a tutorial, because I can't answer it because I'm doing a tutorial. I'm on my phone. Think for me, okay? Now, if y'all remember when I did the FERPA, okay, what's one of the laws that I said parents had a right to? What's one of the rights that the FERPA law gives black parents? You have a right to your child's confidentiality. Remember that? Nobody can release your child's information to anyone in the school or outside the school with your written consent. But guess what Miss Kelly Forostiak did? Guess what Miss Kelly did? This racist white woman who still has her job after calling our kids assholes on Instagram. Guess what she did? She posted these babies' faces on her Instagram account. Yes, it's been taken down. We understand. It's been taken down. But it's been taken down after she committed the act. It was taken down post-infraction. She violated a federal law. She transmitted information about her students in a social platform and was not punished for violating a federal law. And the school district is protecting and defending her white privilege. This is why white teachers have no business teaching black children. Now, I know there's going to be some white teachers who say this and say, Dr. Johnson, I agree with you. I didn't do that. I would never do that. I respect you. But because all white people are racist, none of you have business teaching our children. I'm just going to keep it real. Do I know some good white teachers? I know white teachers who are excellent at teaching certain skills. But there's not a white person in America who does not carry the gene of hatred and superiority towards African children. You cannot teach who you do not love. You cannot teach who you do not care about. You cannot teach whose best interests you are not intimately concerned about. So I'm not saying that you would have done the same thing Kelly Forostiak said, good white teachers. But what I am saying is that you share the same collective consciousness as Kelly Forostiak, and that's why you should not be teaching our children. That's what I'm saying. And if you white teachers ever want to meet with me in a public forum, we can talk about this. We can have a respectful public dialogue on whether white people have any business teaching black children. No, I don't hate you. I don't teach hate. But I do teach know thy enemy well. That's right, know thy enemy well. I cannot believe this woman put these babies up on that page and she still got her job. How the hell you going to teach kids who you can insult in public like this? And did you see what she said? I had a field day with my little assholes that I somehow still love. Do you see the hatred in there? Do you see the disingenuity in there? Do you see the disrespect in there? Do you see the dismissiveness in there? I'm having a field day with my little assholes that I somehow still love. Do you see that? She basically called them the N-word. She basically called them the N-word or worse. Not that you can get worse. And she said she still love them, but I don't know how. How do I even love these little Negro children, these little animals, these little slaves? And I'm going to talk about that birth of the nation, Nate Parker. I'm going to do a whole video chat on that. That's coming up next. Dr. Umar Johnson is going to go in on this whole black feminism, white feminism, rape allegations, and all this other stuff. And I don't condone rape. I don't care if the woman was white or black. No man has any business taking advantage of a woman. And if that was done, it was wrong. It was wrong. So I'm not excusing that if it was done. Okay? But what I do know is the new face of racism is feminism. And what they do is they try to make black men look like violators of women to take attention off of the inherent racial nature and bias and disposition of the United States power structure and government towards African people. In other words, they try to make the victim of racism a perpetuator of sexism so you can take the discussion of white supremacy off the table. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to deal with that later. We're going to deal with August 21st a little bit later. You understand? I ain't even seen the movie yet, but I'm not liking how black people is joining in on the hate. This ain't about Nate Parker, and this ain't about the rape case. This is about Nat Turner's memory being put in the forefront, and you Negroes are being used by white folks to kill it. That's what this is about. You don't understand chess? This ain't checkers, you bougie Negroes. Now, she violated the FERPA law. I would argue that she violated the 1964 Civil Rights Bill. I would also argue that that school district is violating those children's so-called 14th Amendment equal protection under the law. Don't our children have the right to be taught in a safe environment free from white supremacist bigoted teachers? Do they not have a right to that? If the 14th Amendment ain't discussing that, it ain't discussing nothing. Now, I know, brothers and sisters, I know the true history of the 14th Amendment. I know the true history of the 13th Amendment, but I'm talking about using what white folks say to expose the hypocrisy. That's all I'm talking about here. I'm playing chess with my enemy. Do you understand? I'm just playing chess with my enemy. Okay? So, brothers and sisters, let me tell you why she still has her job. Let me tell you why Kelly Forostiak still has her job. The teachers union. Can I say it again? The teachers union. Can I say it one more time? The teachers union. You want to know why the mayor hasn't said anything? Do you want to know why the governor hasn't said anything? Do you want to know why the black state reps ain't said anything? The black state senators haven't said anything? The Urban League, the NAACP, the U.S. reps, the U.S. senators, the councilmen, the aldermen, the ward leaders. Do you want to know why nobody's jumping on Kelly Forostiak for calling our babies assholes? Because Kelly Forostiak is a member of the teachers union. And the teachers union is the largest union in the United States of America. I said the teachers are the largest union in the United States of America. Teachers and police. That's why you never get police reform. That's why you never get school reform. Let me say it again. Let me break it on down to y'all real quick. My colorblind African Americans. The reason you don't get police reform is the same reason why you don't get teacher reform, because the teachers and the police are the two largest unions in the United States of America. You have more teachers than almost anything else, and you have more police than almost anything else. That's a lot of money, that's a lot of votes, and politicians are scared of that. That's why Obama didn't do nothing about the schools. That's why your mayors don't do nothing about the school. That's why your governors don't do anything about the school, because they're scared of the collective power of the white teachers union and the white police union. Period. Point blank. End of story. That's why I'm about to come out with a set of my own documentaries. I'm coming out with a whole set of shockumentaries. I'm handling all these issues that ain't being dealt with. We're going to start with miseducation, and we're going to go right on down the line. So get ready for the Dr. Umar documentary, the Shockumentary Volume 1, Shockumentary Volume 2, Shockumentary Volume 3. I'm going to set the game straight as only I can do. It ain't but one Dr. Umar walking these streets, fam. And I'm not even on no ego. I'm just keeping it real right now. Okay? Don't wake up the lion. Please don't wake up the line, because you're not built like that, family. You're not built like that. Trust me. Now, brothers and sisters, the teacher union is so strong that everybody bows down to the teachers union. Will you ever see somebody guilty of public racism? Guilty of public racism, and the school district says, we're going to give her a disciplinary action, but we're not going to tell you what it is. That's the teachers union. Let me tell you what Kelly Forostiak did. Can I tell you? The first thing she did when it was brought to her attention that she got caught, guess what her next move was? She called the union rep. She called her union rep, and you black teachers out there know what the hell I'm talking about. She called them up and say, listen, I called my little black kids assholes on Instagram. Can y'all please keep my job? I'm only 24 years old, 20-something years old. I'm only in my 20s. I can't lose this. I'm probably getting my student loans paid off by working in the black school, minority school, because Deer Park is 100% non-white. The students are 100% non-white. But what I need y'all to help me find out, my Maryland family, I need you right now. My Maryland family, I need you right now. I need to find out the student population of Deer Park. It's 100% minority. No white kids go there. But is it mostly Native American and Asian, as my research is showing me, or is it mostly black students? I need to know this, and I need y'all to find some parents at Deer Park. Umar Johnson wants to have a private meeting with the black parents of Deer Park Elementary School first week in November. So Maryland, get on it. We don't have a parent association chapter in that part in Owings Mills, but I think we got one in Baltimore, so I already put the word out to the National Independent Black Parent Association presidents to see if we have a contact person down there. We have to stop letting this stuff go. Let me ask y'all a question. For anybody out there who think I'm jumping the gun, I'm rushing to judgment, I'm not seeing both sides clearly, okay? If Kelly was black, if Miss Forostiak, okay, was black, and those kids she posted on Instagram were white, do you think Kelly would still have her job? If Kelly was black and she posted the pictures of white students, Chinese students, East Indian students, Jewish students, Arab students, or Latino students on her personal Instagram account, which is a federal offense, that is a violation of FERPA, that is a clear violation of the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act of 1974, do you think a black teacher would still have her job? That's my question. Could you imagine if any teacher would have said that about homosexual students? What if she would have made a homosexual slur on her personal Instagram page about children who have been led to believe that they are of a different gender or persuasion? Do you think she would still have her job? Hell no. If that was remarks about gay kids, she would have been fired. Marks about white kids, she would have been fired. Marks about Chinese kids, she would have been fired. But because they were about black children, and because we let people walk all over us whenever they feel like it, she still has her job. So brothers and sisters, I'm about to end this because, you know, I got to speak tonight. Cape Town, South Africa, Prince of Pan-Africanism. But all y'all can help. Let me tell you how y'all can help. I want you to call the superintendent, and I want you to call the Board of Education. Remember, it is the Board of Education that must fire teachers, okay? Principals can't fire teachers, not even the superintendent. They can just recommend it. It is the board. So I'm about to give you the phone number. Get your ink pens down. Get your ink pens down. We're about to exercise our First Amendment protections. Freedom of speech, the right to protest, to gather, to assemble. So get your ink pen. Get your ink pen. Okay? Somebody said, what are you talking about? All you have to do is Google Kelly Forostiak. Kelly Forostiak. Forostiak. Forostiak, the white 24-year-old privileged white racist teacher at the what's the name? The Deer Park Elementary School in Owings Mills, Maryland, 9809 Lyons Mill in Owings Mill, Maryland. Okay, this white teacher got on her personal Instagram account and put her face, she put pictures of students, her black students, pictures that she took in school. She put them on her Instagram social network page, which is illegal. It is a federal offense. You cannot put out pictures and information about children without parent consent. She broke a federal law. I believe she's guilty of civil rights law. She should definitely be guilty of the school district's code of conduct. If the school district code of conduct allows this, well, obviously she violated the district code of conduct because they gave her disciplinary action. So they are admitting that she did something wrong, but they're not telling us how they are going to punish it, because the teacher union is so strong that they're not going to let nobody punish their members, even if they disrespect black children. And I don't even have to tell you that the American Federation of Teachers and the National Education Association, America's Democratic and Republican teacher unions, okay, both of them oppose school desegregation for black children. Let me say it again. The American Federation of Teachers and the National Education Association, the two oldest and largest teacher unions in America, under which nearly every school district in America falls, one or the other. Every school district in America is usually under one or the other. Both of these organizations opposed school desegregation of black children. None of them have done anything to provide or fight to give black children a better quality of an education. So I hope you have your pen. I'm about to give you 2 phone numbers. And I'm not asking you to do anything illegal. All of this is perfectly legal. All of this is perfectly legal. Yes, Carlos, she broke the law, but the law can't fight itself. We have to use the law to fight. We have to make that. I need the parents of Deer Park to put out a class action lawsuit. Wake up Obama. He ain't done a damn thing for black people anyway. Wake up Obama. They need to put out a federal lawsuit, United States Department of Education, Office of Civil Rights, to investigate Miss Kelly Forostiak and to look into systematic racism and mistreatment and bias and discrimination by the Baltimore County Public School District against its American children. American African children. Phone number. Here's the superintendent phone number. I want y'all to call. If you live in Maryland, you must call. If you don't live in Maryland, you must call. Why? Because this school gets state money and federal money. This school gets state tax money and they get federal tax money. They got No Child Left Behind money in that school. They probably got Title I money in that school. Okay, they got all kind of Obama dollars in there. So every African can call. You want to ask the superintendent what is being done about this teacher who is disrespecting black children. Do we need to come protest outside this school? Because if we need to, we will. Okay? But we got to go through the chain of command first, y'all. Okay? And plus, I like to do that anyway because I don't need to be getting in front of no newspaper cameras unless it's necessary, because they damn sure ain't no friends of Dr. Umar Johnson. Do you understand? I'm an unapologetically African alpha male. Unapologetically African alpha male. I don't scratch if I don't itch, and I don't dance if I don't like the music. Do you understand? So the phone number to the Baltimore County Public School Superintendent, I want y'all to call. Be respectful. Don't be what they want you to be. Be what you know you are. Do you understand? It ain't about proving nothing to the white folks either, but we need to use chess. Don't be emotional. Be nice and rational. I've heard of this situation, and I would like to speak to the superintendent. Superintendent is not available. Can you please provide me with the email? Because I would like to express my concerns to the superintendent, because as a citizen of this country, as a federal taxpayer, and I'm sure my money, federal money, also goes into the Deer Park Public School, because federal money goes into every public school. I'm concerned that my tax dollars is going into a school that would condone this. Going to a school district that would condone this. I would like to speak to the superintendent. When are they available? I wouldn't mind calling back. Okay? What is your name? My name is Randy Jackson. I'm a trash collector in Indianapolis, Indiana. Shout out to Indianapolis. And I'm just saying this because I want y'all to know it doesn't matter. You ain't got to be educated. I don't care if you've been to prison or not. It don't matter. You're a black man, a black woman. You are entitled to the same respect and the same answers as the rest of us. Do you understand? Okay? So the phone number for the superintendent of Baltimore County Public Schools is 443-809-4281. I'm going to say it twice more. 443-809-4281. 443-809-4281. Call, be professional. Be professional. Okay? Express yourself. Okay? I would like to speak to the superintendent. Can I have an email if I cannot speak to the superintendent? And if you prefer to write a letter, you can write a letter. Ask them for the address, okay? I want them to get 5,000 phone calls before the day is out. I want them to get 1 million phone calls. I want that phone ringing so much they don't have time to do nothing else. I want that phone ringing so much they got to shut it down. We're going to occupy all the phone line. We're going to shut it down. And we're going to do this anytime there's racism in the schools. I know everybody can't get up and drive to Maryland. You can't get up and run down to Texas. You can't get up and run over to Los Angeles. But you can pick up that cell phone. You can pick up that house phone. You can pick up that Galaxy. You can pick up that iPhone. Use it for something else other than gossip. So that's the phone number to the superintendent. Now let me give you the phone number to the school board. Now remember, brothers and sisters, it's the school board that can fire this teacher. It's the school board that can fire this teacher. And the phone number to the Baltimore County Public School Board, 443-809-4126. So the only thing different between the superintendent and the school board number is the last 4 digits. The only thing different between the superintendent's number and the school's board's number is the last 4 digits. The superintendent's last 4 digits is 4281. The school board's last 4 digits is 4126. So let me give it to you again. Okay? The Board of Education for Baltimore County Public School, the phone number that you're going to call to ask about the situation and what exactly was Kelly Forostiak's disciplinary action. I want y'all to ask that. As a Maryland taxpayer or as a federal taxpayer, I have a right to know what exactly was Miss Kelly Forostiak's disciplinary sanction. Phone number 443-809-4126. 443-809-4126. That's the Board of Education. I hope y'all calling already. And if you don't want to use your real name, you ain't got to use your real name, but be professional. Okay? Okay? All right? Superintendent number 443-809-4281. This is why we built the National Independent Black Parent Association. It ain't going to solve all our problems, brothers and sisters. But you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. Okay? That's why I commend all the brothers and sisters who came to Baltimore back in May to help us start the organization. I commend all the brothers and sisters who came down to Houston a couple months ago to come and join in with us. That's why I commend the brothers and sisters who are already sending me texts talking about, Umar, no matter what, I'm coming to the Oakland training. I need that, brother. We got to take a stand. We got to take a stand. Okay? So, brothers and sisters, I'm about to pull out right now. I got a lecture tonight. South Africa, Cape Town, stand up. Pretoria, you will see me soon. Kimberly, South Africa, you will see me soon. Durban, I'll be in Durban. Steve Biko campus, University of Technology in Durban. Okay, Memphis, University of Memphis, November 19th. Turks and Caicos Islands. Nairobi, Kenya. I can't wait to get to Nairobi, Kenya. I'll see you guys next week, the 17th to the 20th. It's Pan-Africanism, a parish. But let me be clear, because some of y'all got Pan-Africanism misunderstood, because y'all be listening to all these dusty Hotep Negroes who don't want to be African, who don't want to be black. Let me explain something to y'all, okay? Because I'm not a part of that Hotep crew, which ain't nothing but black capitalism disguised as activism. That's all it is, okay? But anyhow, we Pan-Africanists, we believe in fighting local struggle as we work towards the international agenda. We don't ignore where we live at. Yes, I'm a rep for Philly. I'm a rep for Baltimore. I'm a rep for Houston. I'm a rep for Durham, North Carolina. I'm a rep for Detroit. I'm a rep for Indianapolis. I'm a rep for Chicago. I'm a rep for Little Rock. I'm a rep for Tulsa. I'm a rep for OKC. Yes. Yes. I'm a rep for Vegas. I'm a rep for LA. I'm a rep for San Diego. I'm a rep for I'm repping everything. I'm a rep for Toronto. I'm a rep for Montreal. We don't stop fighting Just because we understand that Africa is the ultimate battleground, we must fight at home and abroad. What did Garvey say? Africa, well, Martin Delany said, Africa for the Africans, and Marcus Garvey said, at home and abroad. At home. We got to fight at home and in Africa. This ain't no one-sided thing. We don't forget about the small issues or the local issues. We got to fight them all. We got to fight them all. Every time you see a roach, you got to stomp it out, because if you don't stomp that roach out, that roach will take over the whole house. You see a termite, you got to stomp the termite out, because that termite will take over the whole house. So we stomping out the termites of white supremacy. We stomping out the roaches of white supremacy wherever we see it. And I'm going to leave it at that. Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Johnson, Race First Renegade, however you want to call it. Y'all know what I be. You know what I do. Conscious community, I run that. Don't care if you don't like it. I said it. I run that. You want the title. You can't hate it away. Come take it. I run that. You want to be me? Come take the title. I run that. Can't wait to get back, y'all. Virginia State University, November 3rd. It's going to be epic. Can't wait to get there. That's my first stop after Africa. Virginia State Black College. Support HBCUs. Shout out to all the historically black colleges in America. Hold your head. Don't shut down. Keep it going. Coppin State, Morgan State, Cheney, Lincoln, Elizabeth City, South Carolina State. I can't name all y'all. Morehouse, Spelman, Clark, Fisk, Tennessee State, Lamone, Allen College, Hampton, Norfolk, all of y'all. I love all the HBCUs. Charles Drew University. I love all the HBCUs. Stand strong, y'all. We coming.